Fairy Tale World. Once upon a time, in a faraway land, in the midst of lush green forests, there lived a mighty lion. This lion was named Lion King Leo. Leo was the strongest and bravest animal in the forest, but he was also very kind-hearted and just. One day, all the animals living in the forest came to Leo in a great panic. The little rabbit, deer, and birds were trembling with fear as Leo tried to understand what was happening. They heard a voice coming from the depths of the forest. "An evil-hearted dragon has invaded our forest." Leo immediately sprang into action. He set out bravely to ensure the safety of the forest and to confront the dragon. On his way, Leo met a turtle. The turtle was very old and wise. The turtle said to Leo, "Brave lion, to defeat the dragon, you need more than just strength. You must also act with your mind and heart." Leo heeded the turtle's advice and continued on his way. Finally, he reached the dragon's lair. The dragon was large and frightening, but Leo stood fearlessly before him. "Dragon, this forest is our home, and we do not want you here," Leo said in a loud, commanding voice. The dragon was surprised by Leo's courage. "Prove to me why I should leave this forest," said the dragon. Leo remembered what the turtle had told him and said to the dragon, "If I can show you why we need to protect this forest, will you leave?" The dragon agreed. Leo took the dragon to every corner of the forest. He showed him the chirping birds, the playing rabbits, and the graceful dance of the deer. When the dragon saw these beauties, his heart softened, and finally he said, "Leo, this forest is truly very precious and beautiful. I cannot stay here with you. You deserve this place. I am leaving." The dragon left the forest, and all the inhabitants of the forest thanked Leo. Turning to his friends, Leo said, "Remember, true strength is not just in our muscles, but in our hearts and minds." And so they continued to live in peace and harmony in the forest. The little rabbits, deer, and birds told each other Leo's story every night as they drifted off to sleep. Once upon a time, while peace had been restored in the forest, Lion King Leo was strolling through the forest as usual. One day, he came across an area deep in the forest that no one knew about. This area seemed to be abandoned and mysterious for a long time. Leo decided to explore this area out of curiosity. As he moved slowly, he came across an old book. The book was very old and dusty, but on its cover, glowing letters spelled out mysteries of the forest. Leo opened the book and found that it contained many ancient stories and secrets about the forest. According to what was written in the book, somewhere deep in the forest, there was a magical lake called the Mystic Lake. This lake had a source that nourished the energy and life of the forest. However, only a brave and kind-hearted person could find the lake's location. Leo decided to find this magical lake. Following the clues in the book, he set out. Along the way, he encountered various obstacles. First, he had to pass through a forest filled with thorny bushes. Leo carefully made his way through the thorns and continued on his path. Next, he came across a deep river. To cross the river, he had to build a bridge out of large rocks. Leo used his strong paws to move the rocks and completed the bridge, crossing safely to the other side. Finally, he faced a high and steep mountain. Climbing the mountain was very difficult, but Leo did not give up. He climbed higher and higher, and eventually reached the summit. When he looked down from the peak, he saw the magical Mystic Lake. The lake shimmered in the moonlight, and colorful flowers bloomed around it. Leo approached the lake and saw how clear and pure the water was. On a stone next to the lake, it was written, "True courage and kindness are rewarded here." Leo took a sip of water from the lake and immediately felt all his fatigue disappear, feeling stronger and happier. As he wandered around the lake a bit more, a small water fairy emerged from the lake. The water fairy thanked Leo and said, "You have proven to be the true guardian of the forest. By finding this lake, you have discovered the greatest secret of the forest. From now on, the forest will bring more abundance and peace to you and your people." Leo felt proud of the water fairy's words and promised to protect the lake. When he returned to the forest's inhabitants, everyone applauded him and expressed their gratitude. Leo was now not only a strong and brave king, but also a wise leader who knew the secrets of the forest. The forest folk lived happily and peacefully under Leo's guidance. Once again, 3 apples fell from the sky. 1 for the storyteller, 1 for the listener, and 1 for those who shared this beautiful tale. Sweet dreams and good night. Once upon a time, while Lion King Leo was continuing to explore the secrets and beauties of the forest, he heard a strange sound coming from the depths of the forest. This sound was the saddest and most sorrowful he had ever heard. Determined to find the source of the sound, he immediately set off. As Leo followed the direction of the sound, he ventured into the darkest and most mysterious part of the forest. There, under a large tree, he found a little bear cub crying. The bear cub looked at Leo with tear-filled eyes and said, "I got lost in the depths of the forest and can't find my mother." Leo wiped away the bear cub's tears and said, "Don't worry, little friend. I will reunite you with your mother." He safely carried the cub on his back and set out into the depths of the forest to find the mother bear. While traveling, Leo told the cub stories to comfort him and give him courage. "Once I too was small and lost like you," he said. "But with the help of my friends and my courage, I found my way. You will find your mother in the same way." After a long journey, Leo and the bear cub arrived at the darkest corner of the forest. There, an old owl greeted them. The owl looked at Leo wisely and said, "Having come this far, you have found true courage and love. The mother bear is waiting for you on the other side of the great river." Leo listened to the owl's words and immediately took action. He carried the cub safely to the edge of the river. However, the river's waters were flowing very fast, and crossing it was challenging. Leo hesitated for a moment, but seeing the hope in the bear cub's eyes, he gathered his courage. Using his strong arms, Leo fashioned a bridge from a large tree branch and carefully helped the bear cub across. When they reached the other side of the river, the cub's mother was waiting for them. The mother bear, upon seeing her cub, was overwhelmed with joyful tears and thanked Leo. "Leo, thanks to your courage and kindness, I have found my cub," said the mother bear. "I am eternally grateful to you." Leo felt immense happiness from reuniting the mother and cub and celebrated this beautiful moment with all the creatures of the forest. Everywhere in the forest, Leo's courage and love were spoken of, and everyone admired him even more. From that day on, all the animals living in the forest lived with a stronger sense of unity and brotherhood under Leo's leadership. Every night, Leo looked up at the sky and vowed to himself to protect the peace and happiness of the forest. Once again, 3 apples fell from the sky, 1 for the storyteller, one for the listener, and one for those who share this beautiful tale. Sweet dreams and good night.